Good job getting here. Okay, let's settle in and get started. Let me describe the blankets that you see on the screen. That's 2 folded blankets and a block that goes under your head. The reason we have 2 blankets, for those of you who can do 2, is that I want to slightly open the upper back, chest, and heart. When you lie down on these 2 blankets, I want your head to be where that block is. And then the neck is going to be supported by the curve right there where the block supports the blanket. And I'd love for your shoulder blades and your upper back to be supported by the next part of the blanket. And then depending on how long your spine is and the length of your blankets, the edge of those blankets will support your lumbar spine. This is a waterfall pose. Let me give a couple other ideas if you should have these props around. You can put a bolster under your knees. You can put a rolled blanket under the knees. For anybody who feels fancy, you could put a 12-pound bag of rice on the top of your thighs on your lap. And that causes a kind of grounding for the femurs towards the earth. If you have an eye pillow, that is so delicious for your eyes. Have this restoration. Lie down, then I'd like you to take the arms out into a T shape because we're going to do a little bit of pranayama. Check that you've got a T shape. You could make a snow angel on the floor. You have that much room. The blocks that go under your head and then the blankets. The blankets won't go any lower on your spine than the top of the sacrum. So it should feel like the blankets, they kind of end right there at the top of the sacrum at the bottom of your lumbar spine. And that's important because you have these 2 curves in the spine that are called extension curves. One is the cervical spine, the other is the lumbar spine. So when you lie down, you should have the sense your sacrum is supported on the floor. And then every part of the spine actually has contact with your blanket or with your blanket supported by your block. Great. And now we'll describe the pranayama and then we'll practice it together. This will be your gateway coming into rest, this particular pranayama. So you've checked already that you have room for snow angel arms. You know that you're not going to run into the dog or the sofa or the kitchen cabinets. If you're practicing in the bathroom, you're not going to hit the bathtub. Some people have less space in their homes for yoga than others. So now I'd like you to check that you could take your arms overhead and reach towards the space behind you. Perfect. Okay. So where we're going to begin then is please take both arms straight up towards the ceiling. Have your palms face each other. So on the inhale breath, raise your arms parallel, taking overhead towards the floor behind you. On the exhale, raise your arms back up to point directly towards the ceiling. On your inhale, open your arms wide and hug the shoulder blades against the upper back. And arms may touch the floor. Exhale, raise your arms back up towards the ceiling so they point directly towards each other. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Try to get the breath to include the upper chest and the collarbones. Exhale, raise your arms directly towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. Inhale, open the arms wide. Hug the shoulder blades against the upper back. Your arms can reach the floor. Exhale, raise your arms up towards the ceiling. The palms face each other. Let's slow it down and synchronize. Inhale, take your arms slowly overhead, only reaching the end range of your movement at the end range of your inhale. So raise your arms up towards the ceiling, only arriving as the exhale completes. Inhale, open the arms wide as they go, and only arriving at the end of the movement as the inhale completes. And exhale, raise both arms up towards the ceiling, arriving as your exhale completes. Inhale, arms overhead, one more time. Slow and steady, so you're at the end range of your movement, at the end of the inhale. Exhale, take your arms back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, open the arms wide, and this time, as you open the arms wide, hover just above the floor there and make 2 fists and stretch your arms out. Feel the full weight of each arm. And then exhale, drop both arms to the floor. Let it be like a sigh. I'm going to do that again. So inhale, lift your arms 1 or 2 inches from the floor, make 2 fists and squeeze the arms out long. And then exhale, let the arms sigh to the floor. And make 2 fists, squeeze the arms out long, raise them 1 inch or 2 from the floor. And exhale, let the arms sigh to the ground. Last one. Inhale, make 2 fists, raise the arms, squeeze all the muscles in your arms and hands. And then exhale and then bring your arms down alongside your torso, wherever they are most comfortable. Body, just taking in that short pranayama practice. Just know that deep inside you have adjusted biochemical response. Your blood pH and your kidneys know this. Your brain knows this. You've asked the hemispheres of the brain and the uppermost and lowermost parts of the brain to collaborate. So now we rest into the possibility of this deep reset, the entire inner ecology. Through the senses of your face, and then we'll go down into the interior of the body. Begin by softening a place right between your eyebrows. So follow that line between the eyebrows up to your hairline as the center line of the forehead. And then smoothing out towards your right temple and your left temple. Allow your eyes to rest deeply back into the sockets. Allow your gaze, when it goes inward, to simply rest, nothing to seek, nothing to avoid. Not planning the future, not reviewing the past. Allow your eyes to deeply rest. Invite your eyes inwardly to recall a place of beauty. As you sense this place of beauty, imagine the memory-making slideshow of your brain and body, bringing this memory up to see. Allow your attention to stay with this beautiful memory. You're gazing at the memory of a sunset over the ocean, the blossom of the Daphne Adora in the early spring. Whenever a memory comes, allow your eyes to remember this beauty without clinging for it. Your biochemistry is recalling this beautiful moment that your eyes can recall. Allow this memory and this biochemistry to bathe the whole body. Allow your shoulders to relax down from your ears, to the chest and heart to recall this beauty. The gut and the belly to remember this beauty. And appreciating your memory. Let the eyes be quiet. Now allow your ears to go inward, retreating from the noise of daily life, including the noise of news and the noise of reviewing the past while planning the future. And then allow your ears to recall a beautiful memory for the ears. Something that you heard. Maybe the sound of the ocean. An exquisite piece of music. Allow your ears to recall the memory making part of your brain allows this memory to come. And the memory brings with it the biochemistry of beauty. Allow this biochemistry to move through your body. Circulation pathways, respiratory pathways, neurological pathways. Continue listening to the memory that promotes the biochemistry of beauty. Allow your heart to remember this memory, and for your shoulders to soften down away from your ears and slope down from your collarbones towards the floor. And allow your gut and your belly to also remember the sound of this beauty. graciously thanking your ears for the memory. Allow your eyes and your ears to be deeply quiet, and turn to the sense of smell, remembering an exquisite smell. For me, the lilacs while waiting for the school bus in the springtime in upstate New York. But a smell for you that reminds you of something beautiful. Imagine yourself, this memory becoming more vivid, how the senses were bathed through the smell, which goes very quickly to the brain. Allow this to nourish the biochemistry of beauty in your body. Welcome your whole body to be infused with the biochemistry of beauty. Allow the heart to recall this beauty, and for the shoulders to relax a few degrees more, dropping down towards the floor, away from your shoulders. Allow the arm bones to get heavy. And welcoming your eyes, your ears, your nose to turn inward. Come down now to the tongue. And allow yourself the memory of exquisite taste, something where you gave your full appreciation to the flavor. We are recalling a past memory, a beautiful memory. We are not reviewing the past, nor clinging for it to be so. We are not planning the future, not catalyzing desire. Just stay with the memory of a beautiful taste on the tongue and a time when you were undistracted enough to really taste. And welcome this memory to infuse your body with the biochemistry of beauty. Allow this infusion to go down through the heart, with the shoulders even more deeply relaxed. And welcome the belly and the gut to also recall this beauty. May the entire body be bathed with the biochemistry of beauty. And welcoming these four senses, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, to rest now. Bring your awareness to the skin of your body and invite a memory of a time where the skin of your body felt so much beauty. The sunlight on your face, maybe after a period of darkness or rain. Maybe the beautiful feeling of the hot tubs at Brighton Hot Springs. I know you haven't all been able to be there yet. Maybe the joy of your Epsom salt bath. a massage where you felt so much love and skill in the fingers of the massage therapist. And allow this memory to infuse your body with the biochemistry of beauty. Allow your shoulders to release down away from your heart, your arms becoming even heavier against the ground. Allow the gut and the belly to recall this beauty. And even for the skin on the inside of the body, what we call the skin of the digestive tract, to remember this beautiful sense of when the skin of your body is able to sense kindness, beauty, or grace. And allow the entire brain and body to be infused with the biochemistry of beauty. And welcoming your gaze to be inward and downward. Allow your mind to rest. Bring your attention now into your heart, recalling a moment, a memory of the heart joy, a joyfulness, a quality of shimmering ease in the heart. When that memory comes to the heart, notice the inner sense of your heart. And allow that inner sense to flow outwards, down through your arms. The shoulders get even heavier with relief, with reassurance. Allow your arms to be completely limp. Maybe with the sensation of the heart, remembering this shimmering ease, this quiet joy. Allow it to flow downwards as a memory to the organs of the abdomen, into the pelvis, your legs, knees, and feet. And then coming down to the solar plexus, between the floating ribs and the belly button, the solar plexus region. And recall a time in your life, a moment in life, a season in your life where you really had a sense of inner leadership. You were finding ease in putting wisdom into action. You were in the flow, as we say. Your Dharma was coming through you. You were not made tired by it. Recall this memory, not to cling to it, not to try to recreate it in some grasping sense. Recall the felt inner experience of being in the flow. and how the diaphragm was able to breathe you easily. Likely in this memory, there's very little sense of the importance of you, and rather a sense of the flow of life coming through you. So allow that now to flow to all the regions of your body as a memory of this quiet ease. We're going to go down to the lowest region of the abdomen, between the belly button and the pubic bone. And allow this region of the belly all a moment of playfulness, a time of frivolity, an inner feeling of the freedom, like on the swing set when you kicked your feet high and saw your toes in the sky, and beyond that the sunset. A moment of freedom when you learn to ride your bicycle downhill. If possible, this memory is childlike. And allow this memory to also filter into all parts of your body. The beauty of this memory is recalled. Biochemistry shared everywhere. The memory is to install a nourishing biochemical response. These are not memories to cling for, but to appreciate in the flow of life. Now you can bring your awareness down to the pelvis, at the lowest part, the bones of the pelvis. This is the first chakra. And here I invite you to recall a memory of profound safety, a time when you felt more grounded, maybe even unexpectedly, you felt deeply grounded, safe, rooted. And in this memory, allow the felt sense of it to flow into all regions of your body. The entirety of the body can respond to this memory. It's biochemical, neurological, it's hormonal. Welcome this memory to reassure your system. Let every part of the body become deeply heavy with relaxation, recalling moments of beauty with appreciation, with no sense of clinging. Perhaps with the memory of how you can create beauty in your life and the biochemistry that comes from that. Now, for these last few moments in our meditation today, I'm going to ask you to make a memory of this experience. So in your mind's eye, and capture this moment as a new slide in the slide carousel of your memory-making system. Let this moment become embedded, embodied. You're nourishing yourself right now memory to be established. It can be drawn upon again in a moment of need. Allow this memory, these moments, to be embedded and embodied. And then very lightly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. With just a slightly deeper breath in. You may quietly bend your knees and place your feet up on the bolster if you're using one, or place them on the floor. And you've been on this blanket support, so please roll thoughtfully down to your right side. And as you roll to your right, rest there for a few moments before attempting to turn back to sitting. Rise back to sitting. Comfortable seat as you like. Have a chance to say hi to each